Bats are weird, funny, and amazing animals. Even they are not beards. They are mammals, which means they are warm-blooded, have fur, and baby bats drink milk from their mothers, just like puppies and kittens. There are a lot of kinds of bats, so many that if you put all the mammal species in a big crowd, about 1 in 5 of them would be a bat. That is a lot of bats. Some bats are small like a thumb, and some are big like a cat. They can look very different, but they all share a family trait: wings made of skin stretched over long fingers. Imagine your hand with super long fingers and thin skin stretched between them. That is a bat's wing. Birds have feathers and shorter bones, but bats kept long finger bones and used skin to make strong, bendy, and stretchy wings. Those wings are not just for flapping up and down. They are clever flying tools. The skin has stretchy fibers like tiny rubber bands that run along the wing and little muscles that can pull and change the wing shape. Bats can move each finger a little bit, so they can change the wing shape while they fly. On the downstroke, they spread the wing wide to make lift. Then on the upstroke, they pull it in a bit so they do not push themselves down. They can twist and bend their wings to turn fast, fly slowly, or hover in front of a flower. Some bats even have tiny hairs and sensors on their wings that tell them how the wind and air are moving, so they can make small, quick changes while flying. This makes bats some of the best flyers in the animal world. Walking is harder for most bats because their legs and feet are built for hanging and flying, not walking. But there are exceptions. Vampire bats, for example, can run and move on the ground better than many bats because they need to move quietly and quickly to feed on sleeping animals. Speaking of vampire bats, yes, some bats drink blood, but only a few species do that, and they usually take small, polite drinks from animals like cows or chickens without killing them. Vampire bats are tiny and very clever. If one bat cannot find food, a friend who ate well will sometimes give back part of their meal. They will regurgitate a little blood so the hungry bat does not starve. That is a real act of friendship and teamwork. Other bats eat very different things. Some bats love fruit and fly at night searching for bananas, mangoes, or figs. These fruit-eating bats are important because they spread seeds. When they eat, they fly away and poof, they drop seeds that can grow into new trees. Some bats eat nectar, the sweet stuff inside flowers. Nectar-eating bats are like tiny furry hummingbirds. They hover or hold onto a flower and drink nectar with long tongues. Some of these bats have incredible tongues that work like a tiny pump or straw. The tongue can curl, make grooves, or have tiny hairs that help pull nectar up into the bat's mouth by capillary action, which works kind of like when a paper towel soaks up water. It is a clever trick that makes the bat a perfect flower helper. As they drink, they move pollen from flower to flower, helping plants make new seeds. Then there are the insect-eating bats. Many bats hunt moths, beetles, mosquitoes, and other flying bugs. These bats use echolocation, which is like a sound-based radar. The bat makes very quick, high-pitched sounds that humans usually cannot hear. The sound zooms out, hits a moth or a tree or a building, and bounces back to the bat as an echo. By listening carefully to the echo, the bat can tell how far away the object is, the shape of the object, how fast it is moving, and even whether it is a tasty insect or a big leaf. Some bats make the sounds with their mouths, some with their noses, and some click their tongues. Their ears and sometimes funny-shaped noses help them aim and listen to the sounds. Echolocation is so fast and clever that bats can catch tiny insects in total darkness while zooming through trees and around lights. But hunting is not always easy. Many insects have learned ways to hide from or confuse echolocation. Some moths sit very still on tree bark so they blend in. Others make sounds to jam the bat's sonar. This means bats have had to get smarter and change how they hunt. Bats practice a lot and sometimes miss a lot of times before they catch dinner. A single bat might try many times in one night, catching some insects and missing others. Bats are also social animals. Some live alone, but many live in big groups called colonies. They hang together in caves, hollow trees, attics, barns, and sometimes in buildings where people live. When they hang together, they keep warm and safe. Baby bats, called pups, are born and cling to their mother, or sometimes the mom leaves the pup in a safe spot while she flies out to get food. The pups often learn to fly by watching and practicing, and mom bats can be very protective. Bats have some really weird ways of doing everyday things. When they sleep, they hang upside down by their feet. Their feet and claws have a special system of tendons and locks, so the bat does not need to use energy to hang. The claws lock when the leg bends, and the bat can sleep without falling. When a bat hangs upside down, special one-way valves and blood vessels help keep blood from flooding the head, so they do not get dizzy or pass out. If a bat falls into water, some can swim a little bit and get back to land, but others struggle a lot. They are not built like ducks, so swimming is slow and hard, more like wearing a raincoat and trying to swim. Bats also have all sorts of funny names and personalities in stories and cartoons, but in nature they are important for many reasons. They eat pests that bother people and crops, pollinate plants that fruit trees need, and spread seeds for forests to grow. Losing bats would make a big problem for nature because many plants and animals depend on them. People sometimes fear bats because of myths or scary news, but most bats are harmless and help the world be healthy. A very small number of bats can carry diseases like rabies, so it is a good idea never to touch a bat you find, especially if it is on the ground or looks sick. If you see a bat inside your house, open a window or door and let it fly out, or call animal control for help. Never pet a wild bat. Many news stories make bats sound scarier than they are, but the truth is that bats usually avoid people and just want to eat, fly, sleep, and live their bat lives. Bats have a mix of strange and amazing body parts. Some have noses shaped like dishes or leaves to help aim their echolocation. Some have little suction pads on their feet to hold onto smooth surfaces like leaves. Some have tiny thumbs on the top edge of their wing that help them climb and grab things. Their wings are covered in thin skin called a membrane, and that membrane has blood vessels, so the wing helps control body heat and heal injuries. Bats also groom themselves a lot, keeping their fur clean like cats do, and sometimes they scratch or use their teeth to clean the wings. Bats face many dangers in the wild. People cut down trees and fill caves, which takes away bat homes. Pesticides and pollution can kill the bugs they eat or make their food less healthy. Diseases can spread through a colony, and changing weather can make it hard to find food. Lots of smart people work to help bats by protecting caves and forests, building bat houses, little wooden structures where bats can live, and teaching others why bats are important. Scientists study bats to learn about flight, echolocation, sleep, and how animals live together. Some inventors even study bat wings to make better small flying machines or to learn about flexible wing designs. Bats are also famous in stories and in nature documentaries because they act so strangely to our human eyes. They sleep upside down, fly at night, and sometimes hang with a tongue sticking out of a flower to drink nectar. But beyond the fun and weird stuff, bats are incredible survivors that have adapted to many ways of living. Some eat fruit, some insects, some nectar, some frogs, and some even tiny fish or small birds. They live in warm and cold places, in deserts, rainforests, cities, and caves. Each kind of bat has its own special role in nature. So next time you see a bat flying at dusk, remember it is doing a lot of work, hunting insects, helping flowers, or just getting home after a long night. Remember that bats are not to be scared of, and that they deserve our respect and protection. If we help take care of their homes and learn the truth about them, bats will keep doing their jobs and make the world a better place. Thank you for reading about these amazing animals. They are weird, funny, brave, and beautiful all at once. If you like this, please like, share, and subscribe our channel Animals Biography. Thank you.